Willie D Live.
What's up, family? We have yet another woman who claims that she was a victim of Sean Diddy Combs. This woman is identified as a Jane Doe, and she filed her lawsuit against Diddy for SAing her, abuse, and all kinds of stuff, fam. This woman claims that this happened for over 4 years. 4 years span, she met Diddy out of the country. Diddy said, hey, come party with me. Sound familiar? Come go on a trip. So she took a trip with Diddy, and Diddy tripped out, according to her. What's absolutely appalling is that Diddy homes got raided 5 months before this woman said that Diddy's last violation occurred. So his homes got raided in Miami and LA, let her tell it. After that, Diddy continued to violate her. So why didn't she go to the authorities? Why didn't she step forward? She said she was afraid. She was afraid of what Diddy might do to her. She also said that every time she tried to get a job and be independent, Diddy would give her an allowance to control her. And she took the money out of fear. Who believes her? Give me a thumbs up if you believe her, thumbs down if you say, nah, man, she's trying to just get a bag. Say, fam, I gotta call a strike, and a ball, a ball. Look, the facts are the facts, and what it is, man, people are coming out of the woodworks. It appears to me, all these people trying to get paid because these are lawsuits, these are civil cases. They're really not asking for Diddy to be punished on the criminal side. They're not filing criminal charges. They're filing lawsuits, civil suits to get to the bag. So to me, I find that very suspicious. Having said that, if these people are really victims, who am I to say how they go about getting their retribution, right? They may have a situation where they're looking at it like, yo, I don't want to have to go and sit in a courtroom in a criminal court and get picked apart by prosecutors and all this type of stuff. Let me just try to get myself a settlement out of this. I don't even want to go in a civil courtroom and get picked off. You know, I don't want to have to deal with that. But if I can just file this lawsuit and give me some money out of it, cool, I'm cool. Jane Doe also said Diddy SA'd her and impregnated her. And Young Miami, who was his girlfriend at the time, or one of his girlfriends, harassed her for months, demanding that she abort the baby. And that's not all. She said eventually she had a miscarriage. And that's what I'm seeing, fam, because these people are coming from everywhere. They got one attorney in Houston, Tony Bugsby, is representing 50 clients who say that Diddy SA'd them, abused them in some shape, form, or fashion. That is a lot of abuse for a prominent person, a billionaire. I have a theory as to why people will try a celebrity quicker than they'll try the average person, besides the fact that it could present an easy come up financially for them. Y'all let me know if I'm on track. I think that people think that celebrities are what they do. If you're a singer, oh, he's singing that. Nigga ain't worried about no singing that. You a rapper? Man, ain't no rap that nigga, ain't no rapping that. You a ball player? Ain't no ball player that, man. You don't know me. Ball player, right? All they see is, in their mind, when they think of you, is you catching that football, running that football, shooting that ball, rapping those songs on stage, singing, all that stuff, singing the serenading the ladies and all that stuff. They forget that all of these people were doing something before they started doing what they do to get paid as a celebrity. That's how they can end up in an abusive relationship with a guy who sings so beautifully. That's how they can end up in a bad situation and get their life taken by a guy who plays football. They forget that aggression, that strength, it's being channeled purposely for a particular purpose. But what you don't want to do is wake up the sleeping dog in that person. If I ever had a problem with somebody, it got resolved. Because my mentality was always, I'm a man first. Not a celebrity, not a rapper, but a man. So I demand respect, like I give respect. But I noticed once we jumped out there, it was sometimes we might get on the road, man, and somebody might be in the audience trying to heckle or something like that. I jump off the stage, ding, ding, fries and shake, get back on the stage, handle business. Sometimes the promoter might not have all the money, and that's fine if the promoter ain't got all the money, but he trying. But if it's a situation where we got a packed house and the promoter act like he ain't got the rest of the money, he had to come off that money. You dig what I'm saying? Sometimes you're out on the road, out of sight, out of mind. So people try your people back home. Now you got to get off the plane. You dig what I'm saying, fam? So that's my theory, fam. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all got to read between the lines. I can't just be telling y'all everything. But I think y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. I don't believe all of these people were scared of Diddy like they say they were. I do believe that some were, but I don't believe all of them were, right? Because people saying they were scared of Diddy is the default with these lawsuits. Just like when a cop kills somebody, what do they say? The proverbial, I feared for my life. So I think that's just something they all say. I was scared. Why you didn't come forward? I was scared, right? And again, fam, some people were scared, I do believe. I do believe that there are victims, but I don't believe all these people are victims. And I do believe that a lot of these people were volunteers. I do believe, even when you start talking about the abuse part, some people like volunteering for abuse. For some people, being abused is a kink. Yeah, that's the truth. For some people, being abused is a kink. They get off to it. All of those whips and masks and, poking and all that kind of stuff, yeah. Anyway, fam, French Montana. French Montana pretty much has exposed himself as Diddy's bottom. Yeah, that's right, I said it. There are resurfaced videos of French and Diddy. And when you hear their conversations, you watch what they're doing, it stands out even more today than it did then, because now we know. There's a video of French Montana and Diddy in a house with their shirts off. Look like they're oiled up or down, whichever you prefer. And Diddy is singing Happy Birthday to French Montana. Marilyn Monroe style, like Marilyn Monroe when she sung to JFK. slow and seductive. You know what I mean? Weirdo stuff, right? There's another video of them on Ellen DeGeneres show where Ellen touches French Montana's hand and she caresses it and kind of like, I think she may have kissed it or something. And Diddy was sitting next to French Montana and he seemed a little, caught off guard and disturbed, by it. He stood up and like, what is this? What's going on? Hey, hey, man, that's me, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, didn't look right. Then he's also, touching on Buddy and all this kind of stuff. So French and Diddy even called him Frenchie. But yeah, video after video after video, them turning up at parties and talking about partying together and birthdays and just kicking it, like kicking it, hard, like, hard. Yeah. No Diddy. Anyway, fam, wild, and it's going to get even wilder because Diddy plans to testify. And if Diddy testifies, that means he plans on going to trial. The stuff that's going to come out, this case will probably be the poster case for all SA cases ever. This probably will be even bigger than the O.J. Simpson case because the stuff that's going to come out, man. And there'll be some careers damaged along the way. So think about that. Think about the smaller people who didn't get a chance to get their careers off the ground because they didn't put out enough or they didn't put out at all. And then think about those who went inside of that room, who took the money, who took the opportunity and went inside of those rooms. Now they have to ask themselves, was it worth it? No more talk.